One. There's a man, his name was Bill Cosby. He made a show and it was a real funny coscast. Listen to the coscast. We're gonna watch every episode and then we're gonna talk about it. The coscast. The coscast. Alright, welcome to the coscast. I'm James, your main host. I'm the only one that's been here every week.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. Yeah.
And actually, I've been talking. Danny, we're gonna give you a new title: unpaid intern.
Fantastic.
Unpaid intern janitor. So, for tax purposes.
I'm stoked with that, man.
And Jessie's not here this week.
So we're gonna just try and make up for Jessie not being here by yelling random stupid things emphatically.
Jessie, yeah, we'll just have someone, a hobo come in here and just yell shit. Jessie actually, there's a gay pride parade and they needed someone to lead it, so they got Jessie in there, the gayest man to lead the gay pride parade.
I think he's gonna do well. I mean, I've got absolutely no doubt that he's gonna sit there going, right, am I gay?
Ooh, the yelling. We're breaking people's eardrums here. Yeah. So Jessie is definitely gay. Yeah, it's just the coscast with James
And Danny.
and yeah. I guess we kind of need that third heat of Jessie just yelling things.
It kind of breaks things up a little bit. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I miss him the same way as I miss having a stub toe.
You miss him,
The same way as I do miss having a stub toe.
but you miss him.
Such a
All I
moment.
heard was you say you miss Jessie.
Yo, how the fuck did you find this episode? You enjoy it?
It was okay. So we're talking about episode 4. Theo is he gets on the football team, while at the same time Rudy is having a little bit of an existential crisis at the age of 5. She's having a hard time.
Yeah, I mean, last time I had an existential crisis, I put myself in a box, made sure a woman came in. It was great. Pretended it was a rocket ship. What about you? What did you do last time that you had an existential crisis?
I watched the Cosby Show and talked to Danny, and I was like, "Why am I here?" No, so and Rudy had a hard time. She was 5. Yeah, this episode, I thought it was a little light on the laughs, a little light on the story.
Yeah, I mean, I did like Cosby getting really excited about his son
Joining
Being
the football team.
joining the football team. He was elated. Like, I think the quote from the episode was, "Your eyes are dancing."
Yeah, when he found out he joined the football team, or he got on the football team, he was very excited for his son. Then he went and played football with his son, and Theo was not good at football.
Yeah. I mean, you could kind of see that happening.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get kicked off or something, but
I thought he was going to have an accident.
maybe he became the water boy. That would be, but
However,
ultimately it was a sweet story about not putting too many expectations on your kids, that sort of thing.
However, I mean, I must admit, whenever I played rugby, I got a lot of expectations put on me.
To get the water because you were a water boy.
I was.
I was a lot of expectations, running back and forth, giving all the guys on the team hand jobs.
You fucking
It
parched.
was a lot of work sucking a whole football team of dicks.
I'm wondering, what sports did you
You come
do,
from a
cunts?
long line of dick suckers, Danny. I want you to get out there. Your dad was a dick sucker. Your granddad was a dick sucker. Long line of dick suckers.
What did you do, cunt?
What did I do when?
What did you do for sports? Like, I mean, everyone played sports when they were growing up.
I was fucking gross. Smoking cigarettes behind the bleachers, riding my motorcycle too fast down Devil's Curve. Just, classic high school shit. Getting into fist fights. That sort of thing.
And then, if you could actually see what I'm saying, and you would know that none of that is true, you look like the first time that you get into a fight, you're just going to fall over.
Nah. I'm pretty strong.
Nah.
I'm pretty good.
No, see, at least Jessie has got the fucking whey powder over there, and you're sitting there going like, dude, your arms look like fucking wires.
Hey, let's jizz in Jessie's whey powder.
Surprise!
Then we'll see if he actually listens to this episode.
Actually,
if he does it, he will never know. He'll just be like, man, my whey powder's tasting really like something I've had before.
I'm thinking if we can get at least 5 people to send us a message on our Twitter or to our email address,
we'll come on everything because we're sitting at Jesse's place. We'll take one of his objects and just jizz on it.
Actually, you also need to say what you want us to jizz on. See, he's got a constellation blanket here, which I don't think he'd be the wiser on.
This is actually just a blue blanket to begin with. It's all just stains. Okay, back to the episode. Back to Coscast.
All right.
What we're really all here for. Oh, so... Alright, so recently, at the beginning of the year, there was a podcast series called Chasing Cosby that came out, which goes through... It was a book, and they made it into a podcast series. You know the way they do, making podcast series now. So they made it into this podcast, and it tells the story of how Cosby, went down. And that was actually a really good podcast. If you want a good Cosby podcast, you should listen to that. But it really changed. I'm pretty convinced Cosby was an absolute fucking monster.
Okay, so let's think about you before you listen to the podcast and afterwards. So what were your preconceived notions going into it? What did you think?
Well, I mean, I guess I knew he was whatever. He was, just a monster. But when you hear the women talk about it, yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
he was an absolute. Ugh. Yeah, so listen to that, Chasing Cosby, and then come listen to our Coscast, where we talk about every episode. Yeah.
With enough subscribers, we will actually listen to an episode of that podcast and then give our own reactions to that podcast.
We'll go real meta podcast. We're going to podcast about podcasts.
Fucking getting that Inception podcast shit
happening.
Yeah,
we're going to incept the podcast.
Alright, so you didn't play any sports growing up. And so, like, your parents were never like, I'm going to fucking push you to do shit.
I played soccer.
You played soccer?
Or what they call it in your country, foot rugby.
Foot rugby?
Foot rugby.
Yeah. We used to play a game called Thugby.
Thugby?
Thugby. It was basically soccer mixed with rugby. So what you'd do is...
I used to play a game called Fuck Me. Go on.
Alright, so fucking Thugby, you'd end up get the ball, and then basically it was everyone had to try and get the ball off you. And so you'd be trying to dribble it, and then everyone would just come in and tackle you. But, like, actually physically tackle you like you were in rugby. You had to, avoid that as well.
We played that, we called it Smear the Queer. That's true. When growing up, we played a game called Smear the Queer. Which, thinking back on it, pretty funny name.
Yeah. I feel like those were different times.
What would it be called now?
It'd be like, if I tackle you, your dad needs to put some more stuff up on OnlyFans.
No, what?
It'd be like, if anyone tackles you, your dad needs to put more shit up on OnlyFans.
No.
Alright,
no.
You go for it. What do you think?
It would be, give me a second. Something about transgender, maybe? Something like, get the tranny fanny? Oof. Yeah. No, Smear the Queer also sounds like a gay name. Sounds like a gay sex move.
It sounds like a name of a bar now.
Smear
the queer.
Smear the
Where you
queer.
going? I'm going to smear the queer.
It's a euphemism for gay Jessie.
Yeah. Where the fuck?
Anyways, yeah, I'm a bit. I had a Subway. I'm drinking white wine. I'm real like high class, fancy trash.
And I'm thinking once we finish your wine, we need to get into Jessie's rum. Because that was fucking tasty.
Oh, we'll have to try some of Jessie's got some rum here. Hey Jessie, can we eat your rum?
Yeah, guys. You just help yourself. Drink my rum.
Oh, thanks a lot, Jessie. Pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah. You guys could drink my rum. That's my Jessie impression.
I am Jessie. I'm Canadian.
That's pretty
Oh,
good, Jessie.
I went to a fucking gay art school.
Anyways, back to Cosby. Yeah, so yeah, it was he's pretty fucked up. I think hearing the women tell the story about how they meet him, he would give them a drink, and then he put stuff in the drink. They take like 1-2 sips and just like fall out of consciousness.
I feel as though there's going to be some sort of plan that he has. Like, did he put down pads around them, or was it just kind of like at the bar, and all of a sudden like, oh, this one's had a little bit too much to drink. I need to put her in a taxi cab.
No, it was at the bar. He would get him. His move was to get him back to his house. Some of them said that was at a bar, but like, and then like he would always go like get him a drink and stuff, and then like he would make him a drink or put something in the drink, or they'd be like have a cold and he's like, oh, I have some medicine, and then so like give him that and they just like, yeah.
All right. So, I mean, there was the A story, which was about Theo joining the football team, and then there was the B story about the little one having the existential crisis. And I would say in this episode, I like the B story more than I like the A story.
The Rudy? Focus
Yeah.
on the Rudy? It just seemed like two half-written stories kind of slapped together.
Do you think at this point in time, like, they had made the first 3 episodes, which were banging, and then at that point in time, he was like, ah, shit, I've been raping too many women. I need to fucking... Oh, fuck, we're going to start filming in 5 minutes. I got to put something together.
No. Yeah, it was just kind of, the football story was, it just felt a little light on laughs.
Yeah. A lot like this podcast today.
Yeah, it's not, I'm just not, my head's not in it today.
That's all right. We'll drink some more wine, and we'll see how we get into it. All right, so the actual episode, like, there were some good moments. Like, there's a lot of that fucking father saying dumb dad jokes that, like, I think that all of our fathers ended up taking on board and doing some kind of version of that to us growing up.
What kind of dumb dad jokes?
Oh, it was like, if he plays, then I'll be happy. If he plays, if he joins the team and he's part of the team and he doesn't play, I will be okay. But like, if he quits, I'll fucking murder him.
I thought dad jokes were like, hi, hungry, I'm dad, or something like that. Like, I'm hungry, dad. Hi, hungry, I'm dad. That's like a dad joke, right?
It is. Like,
I'll murder you. Classic dad joke. I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch. Oh, classic dad. Classic good old dad. He's gonna murder me.
So
Cosby, like, you ever watch any of his stand-up?
I did, man. I did. Like, I mean, we played Spanish Fly before, and that was good. But like, he was the man when it came to doing stand-up. But he had so many weird things. Like, I was reading a story about like him, and before he did a show, he got the kitchen to cook him a meal, and then they got all the people within the kitchen to watch him as he ate the meal. Like, he had that kind of a God complex.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
That is super weird.
Well, like, but I mean, his stand-up, I don't know. I remember liking it when I was younger. Now, like, watching it, it was not really like, it wasn't like jokes. It was just him just kind of telling like stories and kind of silly voices, and the stories were always kind of weird. But yeah, he had some sort of he had some. You have to have some weird sort of thing if you're gonna drug people and rape them like you did. So already your brain's gonna be a little bit fucking twisted. I haven't heard the that story.
But do you think you could ever get to that level of success where you end up having a complex like that? Like, if you go and you do shows every single day, and you're playing to 2, 3, 4, maybe even 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 people, that like eventually you'd be like, well, I'm the shit, and thus I can put a bunch of like really crazy things in my riders. Like, don't you give me fucking yellow M&Ms because of the devil?
Well, two things. You know the true story behind that M&M story?
Nah, man, go ahead.
Apparently, it was like Van Halen or one of those type bands. They put that rider in their contract so that because they were doing these big shows with like pyrotechnics and everything needed to sort of be like on the up and up, and they could just go to the dressing room if they had like brown M&Ms. If they had like any brown M&Ms in the M&Ms, they would know that the contract wasn't read or some shit. That was the story. It sounds just kind of like bullshit. But to the point of Cosby, I think that he was. I mean, the question really is like, was it the chicken or the egg? Like, did the fame fucking make him this way, or was he already this way, and he just orchestrated his fame to be such a way that he was sort of controlling. He was like that he had such insurmountable power, like over people, which is what he truly wants. Because I think I've heard that people that are inclined that way, they gravitate to those positions, like priest or like Boy Scout leader or some shit, like that. Like they will gravitate to those kind of those kind of occupation or those things.
No, man, dude, I fully fucking get the fact that like you gravitate to stand up because you have that kind of a complex. Like, dude, I fucking love doing stand up because you get on stage and you've got like that sort of control over a bunch of people. Cheers, gun. And generally speaking, like, if I got to that level, like, I don't think I'd ever put something crazy like that in the rider, but I think it'd be really weird transitioning from, like, being on stage, being that person, to, like, everyday life, like, waiting in line at fucking Walmart to buy a bunch of shit. Because you kind of left with something, like, missing.
Like, you're saying, like, just to have, like, to do, like, those regular life sort of things.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's why, like, rich people have, like, assistants. Like, you go to Walmart.
But you need to have, like, something that, like, kind of grounds you. Like, even if it was just, like, mowing the lawn or some shit. Like, you'd need to do something so that you're like, alright, well, look, this is only a temporary thing. Otherwise, you get fucking lost up in the ether.
You think that, just, don't you want our celebrities to be a little crazy? Shouldn't they be a little unhinged?
Dude, I think with that much fucking pressure, like half the things that are entertaining about celebrities is the fact that they are that fucking like on edge and like ready to do shit. Like the second that like Britney Spears ended up losing her shit, everyone was like, "Yes, this is fucking awesome."
Yeah, well, I've talked this before about how much delight we take in celebrity breakdowns and scandals, and what is it that why do we find it so interesting? Like, I know not everybody does. I don't anymore, but I used to, like, I don't keep up with shit like I used to. I'm just getting older. I don't care. I'm giving less of a shit about anything.
Dude, I don't give a shit about anything other than the news most of the time. Because, like, you fucking try and keep up with shit, but, like, fucking...
Done with news, too.
Done with the news. Fucking... all those fucking apps have been deleted off your phone. You're like, fuck that noise.
I'm just out. No, yeah. Well, I just find that culture moves in such a rapid pace now. I can't keep up And it's shit I don't care about. You know, it's like these. It's like some TikTok rapper or something. I'm sounding like an old ass man. It's like some TikTok rapper or some shit is. You know, it's like he overdosed. He had one SoundCloud fucking album that dropped, and then he like overdosed on cough syrup or some shit.
Alright. So there's a new guy that's come out who's a comedian based in Malaysia. And he got real famous through Malaysia.
Malaysia, meet me. Malaysia or toi. Go for it.
So he ended up doing this skit that he put online called Uncle Roger.
Oh yeah.
And you've seen Uncle Roger?
I've heard about this Uncle Roger. I've seen this Uncle Roger. He's angry at the BBC woman making rice.
Yeah. So it's this like the premise of this is this fucking guy who pretends to be an uncle, which is kind of like, I don't know, just like a 30-year-old.
Uncle Roger.
I'm Uncle Roger. What you using teacup for? Just use finger. Use finger.
I see.
Yeah. And like everyone fucking loves it because it's like it's just that slice of culture that he's fucking gone into. Anyway, he fucking released his first fucking video, and it was really fucking funny because he just pokes fun at all the culture. And then he tried to make about 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 other videos, and all of them are bombed. And he's just trying to hang on to this like shred of fame. Like, don't get me wrong, I've watched his stand-up. He's actually quite funny. Like, genuinely fucking funny.
I'm not gonna watch his stand-up. I refuse.
I got fucking meta one night. Like, I fucking watched that. Jinjin showed it to me. And I was like, alright, what else has this guy done? And I watched some of his stand-up. It was quite good. But yeah, no, I think he, with all that fame, I watched him in a video, a interview with the BBC girl who actually made the original video. And, like, he's so sweet about everything. And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I did all this for fucking comic effect. And, like, I don't think he's had enough time in celebrity to the point where, like, he's developed an ego. Do you get that? Like, I think there's going to be a time that you have within celebrity before you develop an ego.
Well, it's not just develop an ego. It's more of like, I guess once you're a certain level or whatever, people just are like, you don't know who to trust or something. Whereas like this guy's just a little bit like tangentially famous. It's like, you know, but like nobody's gonna want like I don't know. You know what? I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say. My fucking wine brain. But you know, like at a certain level, like crazy, like you know, it's like Kanye, who was an example. Like he probably has. You know, he's a bad example because he's crazy. But like, we'll just say like Beyonce or someone like that. Everybody wants. Well, I don't want. Actually, I'll be friends with Beyonce. Beyonce,
I'll
call
be
me.
Dude, it's the same thing.
I'll
Cardi
be a
B.
friend, Beyonce.
Cardi B, like she's fucking reached that level. And like
you're okay. This I was gonna wait till Jessie was back, but we gotta talk about your weird thing for Cardi B.
I fucking love Cardi B. Oh Jesus!
It's one thing to like her music, but you wearing her T-shirt right now, wearing a Cardi B baby tee, that's a little weird, Dan.
Well, one, I'm trying to show off what I've got. Two, the fact that in this T-shirt you see her breasts.
Just
so
a
like
half T-shirt.
Have you
pink,
seen her
pink.
breasts? You could subdivide those.
Subdivide?
Yeah, you could subdivide them.
What does that mean?
Do you not know? Like, if you have a property and you're like, right, I want to sell part of it, you go into like the local council and you go like, right, I want to subdivide my property, which makes it into 2.
You heard it here, folks. Danny thinks of black women's bodies as property.
You're such a fuck. Oh, Jesus.
Danny just called black women's breasts property.
Yep.
Not on our show, Danny. Not on the Coscast.
Dude, we're
Say
fucking
so.
fully fucking PC on this shit.
Say it ain't so.
But like everyone doesn't understand like the fact that like Cardi B, she's so fucking crass and it's so funny to watch her. Like I don't think I've seen another celebrity recently where they have that level of crass.
Got hair in my mouth. Ugh. You like just the crassness?
I do. Because the thing is, like, I find crass people really fucking annoying. Like, alright, so I went, with my girlfriend to meet her parents, right? And my girlfriend's sister is married to this dude, and every single time that him or her sister was talking to their niece, or like my niece, they were so fucking crass, and they were talking about toilets and shit like that, all in Chinese, and I found it so fucking cringeworthy that I fucking hated it. But like, I think Carly B is just that level of crass where it's just, it's extreme, so you kind of enjoy it. So you can only enjoy something if it's like the extreme of something.
It's gone to such the extreme.
It's the reason why fucking people like fucking asphyxiation. They're like, oh god, I'm gonna die. This is gonna push me over the edge. Or like people who end up doing extreme sports because it's the most of something that you can ever do.
Extreme autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh jeez, I don't even know how the fuck that would work.
I bungee jump with a cord around my neck,
And
I come at the very end as I hit the bottom. It's pretty awesome.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. I mean, did you ever do any extreme sports? You ever go snowboarding?
I've rollerbladed. I've been known to get out there and just rollerblade around the city.
Dude,
in my hot pink shorts.
You look the kind of guy who would jump on a fucking treadmill with wheelies on and be like, yeah, I just did fucking 10,000 fucking kilometers. Just with the wheelies going.
If I could ride wheelies for 10 kilometers, do I look like that kind of guy? I'm awesome. Yeah. I could ride a pair of wheelies for 10 kilometers. Straight down a hill.
I'm waiting for the day when they start making wheelies for fucking like higher class business suits. And just wheeling between meetings.
Just all right, Johnson, we need reports on it, and just wheels out the boardroom. I like that. That's good to mention.
Yeah.
Shark Tank it.
Shark Tank it. All right.
Shark Tank it.
So I'm thinking.
Do you have a Shark Tank equivalent in Australia Junior?
Dude, we're so small we don't even have fucking Shark Tank or anything like that.
You just have sharks.
We just
have sharks.
We just have sharks, and they're normally by the shore. They're hungry.
So you know Shark Tank, the show.
Yeah.
I was disappointed. Not a single shark. The whole thing.
Very disappointed.
Yeah.
And like
Shark Tank week.
Like I've watched Shark Tank before. The funniest time that I've ever seen Shark Tank is when Jeremy Clarkson went on it.
Was that the UK one?
Yeah, the UK
one. Dragon's
Den. That's the one. Yeah. No, he was doing some Top Gear thing. He was like, he created like the world's smallest vehicle. And it was basically just like a moped, but like with a bigger engine, and like a big fucking protective suit on the top of it. It was quite funny.
I'm split on Jeremy Clarkson. In one way, I think he's an absolute cunt. The other side, I think it's kind of funny that he's an absolute cunt.
He's made some very funny comments. Like he got called homophobic recently, and his reply was, "How can I be homophobic when I watch so much lesbian porn?" No?
Yeah.
No, it's just not you.
Just seems like it'd be more funny if he was like, how can I be homophobic whenever I like to suck dick? Whenever I've got this dick in my mouth, and he had a dick in his mouth. That would be more.
There's more Joe Biden.
That'd be more clever. Can't be homophobic. I got two dicks in my mouth.
Oh Jesus, that's fucking full on reminding me of like Mark Maron.
Which one?
In Time Fun. He's fucking talking about like, oh god, what's his name? Mark Spence.
Was that Mark Spence?
Yeah.
Mike Pence.
Mike Pence, that's the one. Fucking I don't even know your fucking culture. Some person that fucking sounds like that.
So close. Mike. Oh yeah, it was. The way he was talking about God fucking skull fucking him or something. Getting skull fucked by God or something. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And fucking Jesus coming down as part of the rapture. Actually, all right. So let's talk about this. Specials. Dude, no. So fucking specials. Like,
Best special, I think, of recent, I guess this year. I thought Louis C.K.'s was really funny.
yeah. I'll rate that.
Mark Norman did one. That was good.
Mark Norman was good.
Sam Morril.
Sam Morril was really good.
All the ones that came out like on YouTube, Joe List, all those guys, I think were quite good. And the ones that I saw, like even I like Tom Segura, but I didn't think his special was. I mean, there were some funny bits, but his first ones are much funnier. I thought.
No, I mean I think Mark.
You think Cosby will put out a special from prison?
I think you do it through auto-tune.
Like a Johnny Cash live at San Quentin. You know when you're having to shape a shiv out of a toothbrush so you can kill a motherfucker in the shower.
And then he'd be
Yo, jail life is tough. I can't even. This is a terrible Cosby.
Yeah. And
Jello! I can't even get Jello in prison. Parole officer. Go on, you were saying though, Mark Myers is alright.
All I've got is like fucking him in prison and then fucking Jerry Seinfeld coming in and be like, what's the deal with ships?
What's the deal with dropping the soap in the shower?
Oh shit. Alright, so fucking dude, those are all really good specials. I think Liz did a really good special. I really enjoyed that. I like Daniel Sloss's last one, X, was really good.
I watched part of that. I was doing something else, so I didn't really
pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think it's a good special, but like every single time he does a special, he gets real fucking into like one subject. Like the first one, he was talking about the fact that he's got like a dark sense of humor and everyone can't really fucking understand it. The second one was talking about...
I saw him, I was working at a bar one time and he walked into the bar. And I was sitting there with this girl that also worked with me. I was like, hey, that guy's he's a famous comedian. And then she was like, really? I was like, yeah. And she walked up to him and said like, hi, can I get a picture or something? And he could just tell she didn't know who he was, and he just kind of walked away. It was kind of funny.
That's funny.
But yeah, go on.
No. I think that was a real good special. He fucking gets right into one particular subject before he ends it, and he ends up doing this fucking 40-minute fucking TED talk at the end of it.
Yeah, I like my stand-up specials to be a TED talk. Basically.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Light on laughs, heavy on some Malcolm Gladwell. This is why things are. That's the way I like my stand-up. No laughs, just TED Talks.
Dude, I'm waiting for fucking Hannibal Burr to fucking drop another thing. I'm waiting for...
Hannibal Buress?
Yeah. Dude, I'm waiting for him. He murders.
He dropped that one recently. That was alright too, like Miami Nights.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
That was just a couple months ago.
That was good. I think Segura's alright. I don't know, man. Like most of the major American comics, like you get fucking Whitney Cummings, right? And like I don't really appreciate her as much. Like I feel as though she's not as funny as she could be.
I don't know. Did I watch one of hers? That one girl, Taylor Tomlinson's had a go at it. That was good. I thought.
Dude, that was a
for
solid one.
Someone being so young and just like, that was a solid.
You know how she fucking moved out of just doing...
her and that Sam Morril comedian are
dating.
Dating, eh?
Yeah. No, I heard that on fucking Mark Maron, WTF. That was a good podcast fucking recommendation, by the way.
You know.
That was real fucking good.
Yeah. You should go back and listen to some of the earlier ones. He did more. The most like the first 100 or so were like comics. It was interesting just to hear them talk. But yeah. Any other?
It's fucking. I liked Nikki Glacier. Her last one was real fucking good. It's literally just Nikki Glacier, who's really fucking tidy, and she talks about how the sex that she wants she cannot get, and she needs to get blackout drunk to get the fucking sex, to have any kind of sex. And
hey, she should be Cosby.
She should fucking be Cosby.
Sounds like her. That's how Cosby is. Some sort of bitch that was into this shit. Why does she has to get blackout drunk to have sex?
Yeah, no, apparently. And like,
Careful.
all of her stuff, she's real fucking good when it comes to, like doing the roasts.
Oh, yeah.
Like, every single fucking roast that she's ever been on, she's fucking murdered. And she does really well on Conan. But, like, her special was a little bit light at the beginning. And then at the end, she really started to tie it back together. And I find it was the same thing with Taylor Tomlinson. Like, at the beginning, like, I thought she was alright. But then you get to know her and you're like, alright, well, a lot of this shit's real funny.
Yeah, she's...
Yeah. But, like, here's the thing. I think a lot of these comics... A lot of the comics in the States, they end up doing and honing most of their stuff through either opening for people or like doing shows in 15-minute bits, and they end up putting something together. But like in the UK, what they end up doing is the Edinburgh fucking Fringe Festival. Yeah. And they end up producing and putting together an entire show and then honing that entire show.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's good. Like there was this guy, God, what's his name? I think it's Mark Steele. Mark Steele, I think it is.
Mark Spence.
Mark Spence. Cocksucking face. Yeah, no. I think he's fucking good. And same with like Kai Humphries and a lot of those kind of guys. But I find like
like the Fringe, you'll see like people will do the full hour, and that's where you see the real difference between like America and like the UK stand up. It's more like it's funny, but it's like the last bit, like the last like 15-20 minutes, they'll go like real serious, and they'll be like, this is the point, and they feel like they have to like drive home this whole like overarching sort of theme to their whole show. And it's like, oh, this is whenever I reach manhood, when I talk to my father or some shit like that. And it's good. And I mean, one of my favorite ones is the UK guy, Stuart Lee, but like, it does just kind of seem a little whatever. Whereas like, stand up in the States is like, these are just a bunch of funny jokes, and I got one that works really well too.
It's like if you ever watch Jimmy Carr, right? Jimmy Carr is just joke, fucking one-liner. Oh, dude, I fucking love his laugh.
Sounds like a goddamn walrus. And then the tranny took my car. That's Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Bus.
He's so good like that.
Jimmy Truck. He's like Jimmy Truck. It's Larry the Cable Guy and Jimmy Carr. And then I had to kill the alligator. Get her done. That's the new stand-up.
That's it.
Jimmy Truck.
Jimmy Truck.
Jimmy Truck, the Cable Guy.
You should fucking do that. It should be your next fucking like impression that you do on stage.
Jimmy Truck, the Cable Guy. And then I had to drive the truck to my second cousin's house to fuck her. Anyways, watching Jimmy Carr.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the Cosby.
He's like, I don't pay my taxes.
How much did he get fucking busted for?
He got busted for having his money on like offshore or something like that.
Oh shit. I mean, you can and you cannot blame him.
It's hard being rich and white these days, man.
Fucking oath, man.
Fucking rough. Be rich and white. I wish it was the 1980s. Then I'd want to be rich and white. Now I want to be
Hispanic.
Yeah, homosexual Hispanic. Hola, baby. Welcome to the Coscast. Baby.
Alright, so you gotta pick.
The American dream to be gay and Hispanic. The goddamn living that dream.
How the fuck did that change? Fuck, shit just changed all of a sudden, man.
Remember when we were kids and it was alright to be like rich and white? Now you gotta be some transsexual oriental.
Transsexual oriental.
Trans oriental. Get out of here. That was our racist neighbor. That was our racist neighbor just popped over to just yell racist things. These damn trans orientals. Leave, Steve. Get out of here. I just remember when it was okay to be rich and white.
Alright, so I read something.
Get out of here, Steve.
That like they've redone all of like the X-Men characters from like from the comic books, and they've made them woke now. And so like there's actually a character on there called Snowflake. And there's one called Safe Space.
I think I saw something about that.
Yeah.
You want to hear? This is a joke. Hey, what about that Black Panther? Huh? He was a great superhero. Too bad his major weakness was colon cancer.
Oh Jesus! All right, so what you need to do is just fucking hone
Colon
it.
cancer. Nope. Is this
No, it's good, bro. It's good. It's good. I appreciate that.
The crickets enjoyed it. Yeah.
So fucking, I'm waiting for the time where they redo the Transformers as woke.
The Transformers is
Transformers. So it'd be like, instead of like Bumblebee.
Transgenders.
more than meets the eye.
Transgenders.
Is that really a guy?
Come on, Bumblebee. We have to get to the unisex bathroom.
Yes. Optimus Prime?
No, that works. That works.
Optimus Prime gender.
Oh, Optimus in your prime.
Where were we going before that?
I don't know. Well, I think we should like circle back.
Transgenders.
More than meets the eye. Apart from bringing back 1,000 fucking memories of being in Thailand and being like, all right, is that Steve or is that Steffi?
I was in the Philippines once, and I was really bad at telling the like I'd be like, is that a woman or is that a transgender? And then all the time it was like, man, she's pretty, but it's a transgender. And I thought I was pretty bad at being able to tell the difference, but I was like the only one that didn't fuck a transgender on that trip, so I must have had some ability. Yeah, in Thailand.
Same thing. What the fuck is? Oh, all right, fuck it. That's something in the middle. That's fucking indigo right there. It's not fucking blue or green.
But I tell you, I had this is a couple years ago, and I had the Chinese Tinder Tantan. I was getting some hits. A lot of them from dudes, but it was, it makes you feel pretty,
Fuck.
Just any
All right.
I'm just joining Grindr just to help my ego. Like, I don't really want to fuck you, but hey, we matched, and that feels good.
Dude, I just do
He's
that.
cute. Not gay, but I'm lonely.
It's
sad.
I'll use that if I go too far out into the middle of nowhere. Like, I'll hit up like Tinder and be like, all right, no one within 200 kilometers want to fuck me, or no, there's no one within 200 kilometers. All right, let's check out Tantan. All right, no one within 200 kilometers. All right, let's hit up Tinder. Someone within 50 kilometers wants to fuck me, and it's a foreigner. Good. All right, I'm not going to get arrested here.
You're not. What?
You're taking a moment to think about that. All right.
You're not.
So the basic idea is that, like, if you are within a certain amount of distance of another foreigner, then you are not going to get arrested because you're not in a place where you should not be. But if you don't get any hits on anything, then you are in a place where you are going to get arrested because there's no other foreigners, and there's a reason why there's no other foreigners.
Okay.
Alright, we've got a fucking meta joke.
I don't. But what?
You've gone traveling through fucking China, right? And you've gone out to like. Alright, so recently I was out in Sichuan, right?
Transgenders.
Morning meets the eyes. And I fucking went all the way out to this place called Suda, which is like a Buddhist monastery area. And like, I remember getting to this one place and I was talking to a girl and she was like, how impossible that you're here. I thought the police would have caught you by now. And she said that to me and she's like, I didn't know that you were a foreigner. I didn't know you were out of here. You took off your sunglasses and like, now I can see your round eyes.
There's no way she thought you were.
No, I had a fucking hoodie on and shit, bro. Like, there's just maybe I was just fat.
That woman was a fucking retard. I couldn't tell you weren't Chinese until you took off your sunglasses. the rest of you.
But, like, legitimately in that moment, like, I was all the way the fuck out of nowhere. And I was like, alright, I should probably check and see if there's any foreigners around. So I fucking jumped on...
The police will arrest you.
I jumped on tangent. No, because it was an area that I should not be. Because it's illegal to be there.
They have that in China?
Yeah, fuck yes. I mean, you can't... Dude, you can't go to fucking Tibet, right? There's other...
I could. I'm cool. I'm good.
Alright.
They like me.
Yeah. I mean,
I
but
think
they
you have to
need
get a
to give you
special
time
visa.
to get to know them.
You have to get a special visa, I think.
Yeah. So, like, if you don't have a special visa and you aren't allowed by the government to go to certain areas, you're not allowed to go there. And so, like, when I was going through this trip, it was, like, me, it was my girl, it was her sister, and it was this other dude who was a doctor. And we're all driving in this fucking, like, Hilux thing. And I went, after the first day I went up, they went to look at the pandas in some special fucking nature area, and then they looked at me and like, you can't go here because you're foreign. I was like, alright, cool. So I went for a walk around the fucking village, and there's like people on the side of the road, and they're just fucking skinning a fucking giant ox. And like, there's fucking yetis and fucking everything out there. And I was walking down the street, and on the way
Yetis?
back...
Aren't Yetis the Sasquatch? Aren't they like the abominable snowman?
Yaks, that's the one. Yaks.
There's
Fucking
Yetis.
yak, bro. Dude, there's a fucking yak out there, man.
There's Bigfoots and Loch Ness monsters just walking around. Well, you can't go here. We can't let you find our mythical creatures. There's unicorns just majestically
This is
frolicking
for
in
local
the
people
dells.
only.
There's Yetis. There's a Sasquatch out there.
So I was fucking walking back to the car, right, and I had a meal, and this police officer came out, and like he starts talking to me. He's like, "All right, where the hell is your blue card? So I know you know the virus. Where, like, are you allowed to be out here? All of these fucking questions that he's asking me, and his local fucking dialect. I'm like, I get every 2 fucking words that you're trying to say, and yeah, basically they were about to arrest me because I was outside of a major city, and
also you didn't have your clothes on.
I mean I was thinking about
that was part of it. Yeah, maybe it's not just you. Maybe it's the lack of clothing.
Well, the thing is, my penis felt really
you were-
cold, so I decided to take it out of my pants and just walk around with it.
So that was your first mistake.
It was.
I guess you don't like foreigners around here, sir. Please put on your clothes. Why are you naked? Oh, you racist bastards. Sir, please just put your clothes back on and we'll talk.
Dude, that's like fucking Jessie last week talking about how some bitch fucking told him to put his mask on in Walmart. Like, dude, you're walking around with your fucking mask below your
He was
nose.
like, you mean there's a virus and this virus that's really a myth? Fake news, yeah. That's one thing Jessie doesn't like to talk about in the show, but how he's a huge Trump supporter and that he doesn't think that the virus really exists.
Yeah? No, he thinks it's all fake news.
He's a COVID-19 truther.
The sad thing about Jessie is that he's developed a breathing condition, which means that he can't
From
wear a
sucking
mask.
so much cock.
He has.
He can't. He had what's called his cum lung.
Oh fuck! I have heard about cum lung. There's so many
Is that
porn stars
thing?
that have got cum lung.
What is that?
Yeah, it's the fact that they can't breathe because there's so much semen in
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is,
developed
like,
a
he
condition
keeps
called
on
cum
clearing
lung.
his throat all the time.
Just spitting up. Ugh, gross. Yeah. Jesse's got cum lung.
Yeah. And this is kind of what he does, is that, so like right now he's in Inner Mongolia because he thinks that going into a yurt and hanging out with these things is going to give him new opportunities to get a
It's
different...
a yurt.
Yeah.
A yurt.
A yurt.
A yeti.
He's gonna...
Saw a yeti in my yurt.
He's just going to get a yeti to fucking go down on all fours, and he's going to sleep with his fucking head facing up towards his penis. So he can get cum lung again.
Sucked off a yeti in Inner Mongolia. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's basically
Pretty
how...
cool.
I feel as though this is how he says that he is fucking like a man of the world, by sucking off different mythical creatures. Like, he's about to go to fucking Scotland and be like, right.
I've always wanted to suck off the Loch Ness monster. I can't wait to go suck off the El Chupacabra in Mexico.
Oh fuck! I did hear him talking about that actually.
His major goals.
Fuck! It's what are the mythical creatures? Maybe this is the reason why he's talking about New Zealand so much. Is that he's wanting to come home and fucking suck off a dragon.
Apparently, a goat. He's talked, I think, more than once on the podcast about how he wants to see a woman fuck a goat or something.
Oh, fucking, that's, the thing is...
Well, that's why he went to Inner Mongolia.
That's exactly it. Because the thing is, he can cross off a goat and a camel at the same time.
What do you call someone that leads a parade? The Grand Marshal? Yeah, Grand Marshal. He's the Grand Marshal at the Gay Pride Parade in Inner Mongolia. So I really, I'm not making a joke. I just hope he's having fun up there. Being the Grand Marshal at the Gay Pride Parade in Inner Mongolia 2020. I can't think of any better person to get. So
he was talking about...
did it, Jessie.
He sent a fucking video message into our group chat about him and deer. And I feel as though he kind of said this, and he posted this.
He did what? Oh, a deer.
Yeah, a deer. So, I feel as though this is... Do you think that he just likes to get into new levels of bestiality?
Uh-huh.
I'm just... These are the things that we've got to ask ourselves now.
Girlfriend.
Well, fuck, the thing is, you can't... Well, you can blame him. Because he has this unnatural fucking sensation to fucking be with animals. Do you think maybe that's the reason why he's jealous of me? Because he's like, oh, I can go back to New Zealand and fuck a sheep.
He's jealous of you?
He's jealous because he's like, oh, fucking New Zealand. It's a small country in this side of the world. I watch all of your porn with sheep. And it's a small country in this corner of the world. You got nothing except sheep. I want to fuck a sheep.
Yeah, I guess if you go to Pornhub, and then you can see which videos are biggest in each country, and then I guess in New Zealand or Australia Junior is we will from here for refer to it. I guess the sheep ones are the big ones. When did you fuck your first sheep, Danny? Just getting that.
Just getting that out there.
Was it a tender sheep? Was it a young, lithe, sexy little sheep?
No. But the weird thing about New Zealand is that we've got everyone in the world has got sex toys, right? Blow up dolls and fucking all that sort of thing. The thing's not the surprise look.
I don't let my girlfriend shave because it reminds me of the tender touch of a lamb. Go on.
Fuck it first, then barbecue it.
Go on.
So, in New Zealand, there's fucking blow up dolls and there's also blow up sheep.
Oh, well, they have that I've seen that in other places.
Really?
In the UK, I've seen they had blow up sheep.
Are you sure in the South you got blow up fucking pigs?
No, we have blow up first cousins.
Oh, okay. There you go.
No, yeah. It's weird. Everywhere in the world, you just have for some reason we just section ourselves off. We subdivide ourselves like Cardi B's boobies, and we're like, oh yeah, that person. They the people from the South, because in the UK they'll be like, oh, Wales they like to fuck sheep, Scotland they like to fuck sheep. Apparently in England they just like to fuck little boys, but.
They do, bro. They fucking do. Yo.
So, thanks for the rum, Jessie. So, one second. So they just sort of have these little things that they say about, and for some, I don't know, I guess in the South, was that ever, I don't know. Did we like to fuck our sister or something?
I mean, I went to the South once, and it was Nashville, and it was just good old boys. And
it was the capital of the world.
It was capital. I was fucking in Atlanta.
God damn, it was the capital of the world.
Fucking in Taco Bell or some shit. And this lady comes up to me. Are you enjoying? Y'all's enjoying your meal? I'm like,
is that your southern accent?
Yeah, that's my southern accent. I'm fucking shit at it. I'm fucking bullshit at it. So fucking she comes out. She's like, you guys have.
What is that? She's sucking on your little penis?
This is her fucking sauntering up.
I know, what a horse. She came up on a horse. Hey, y'all. Shot her gun a couple times. You like your meal?
So, y'all...
Get out of here. We don't like your kind around here, you foreigner. Also, put your clothes on.
That's me. I like to go to new countries and get naked.
Someone likes to travel the world and suck mythical animals' dicks. Some guys just want to get out their dicks in the wind at different countries.
I feel as though Jessie has a fucking long fucking list of mythical animals that he needs to suck.
One of them is a woman.
Isn't that called a transgender? You can just go to Thailand.
One day.
I'm not gay, it's just an oversized clit.
No. But we're pushing up on almost now. Let's go. Let's just pivot back to Cosby.
All right.
Cosby, and I actually did play soccer for like 1 year of high school, and then I was like, soccer. This is for girls, and then I did more drama because I was really cool.
I'm sorry, guys. I've got to leave you for my improv class.
Yeah. No, I just did some drama stuff, and it was cool, but it was full of drama nerds.
Oh, Jessie, that is some good ass rum. That is so good, man.
Jessie has ass rum. That's good ass rum. Straight from the ass, that one.
Alright, so listeners, if you want us to do something despicable to his house, you need to email us at Jesse Haynham is fucking
cockfag. His last name.
Jesse Haynham is...
Oh, you said his last name again.
Jesse Haynham.
Oh, 3 times.
Oh, shit. Is he going to fucking appear like Beetlejuice?
Nah. Go on.
Yeah. Alright. So if you want us to do something despicable to his house, email in with Jesse Haynham is... Jesse Haynham likes to suck off mythical creatures at gmail.com.
Man, Theo just wanted to be on the field. Just wanted to be part of the team. And Rudy felt like she wasn't part of the team of the family. She felt like she was the baby of the family.
Yeah, she did.
You know, it was just, and the real team is family. You know what I mean?
I do get that, but I also get the father's pride with wanting your son to fucking pick up the mantle and fucking carry it on.
Is Cosby really? Cosby has a PhD in education, so if his stand-up thing doesn't work out for him, he can always come teach English in China.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll do a background check?
He does have a criminal history.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, fucking back to Cosby. Look, it wasn't the best episode. There's still...
What's been your favorite episode so far? Number one.
I thought that was good, mainly because I saw his wife and I thought his wife was fucking tidy.
She was one of the main people to stand beside Cosby.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I'm gonna talk a lot about Cosby in my set tonight.
All right, you do that. I'm gonna talk a lot about WAP.
Back to the wet ass pussy.
The wet ass pussy. I'm gonna fucking talk a lot about WAP on my set tonight. I'm gonna do some dad jokes, and eventually I'm gonna get booed off stage.
Hello, wet ass pussy. I'm Dad.
The thing is, it was the very average fucking episode. There wasn't anything really fucking spectacular about it. It was just a little bit fucking shit.
I think I'm coming to the realization that Cosby is not a great show. I don't know. It's here.
No,
it
don't say that.
But I mean, it was the number one for. It was like one of the few shows that was consistently number one for a few years running and honestly, what shows do you think just don't hold up?
Dude, I think Samurai Pizza Cats.
Don't know that. Don't even know that. What is that?
So Samurai Pizza Cats was a cartoon back in the day, and it was about a bunch of cats that live in a pizza.
So you in New Zealand you couldn't even get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They gave you the off-brand Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Samurai Pizza Cats.
It was like Japanese. They did pow and whap.
Wow.
And all this sort of fucking shit. But no, Samurai Pizza Cats was like a bunch of cats that live in a fucking pizza place, and then eventually when fucking crime happens, there's a big cannon.
And then in the pizza place, they have they run a child sex ring, the Pizzagate.
Yeah, I know, but that's how they make their money so they can go crime fighting.
Oh, okay. Crime fighting doesn't really pay. Crime fighting doesn't pay.
It doesn't fucking pay, so this is the reason why you gotta do shady shit at the same time.
People say crime doesn't pay, but crime fighting pays even worse.
Seriously? Fucking look at Spider-Man. And considering that spiders don't actually have genitals, they actually have their genitals in their arm.
What?
Seriously?
Is this true?
Straight up. Spiders actually have their fucking genitals in their arms. Which makes you
anybody,
fucking...
If anybody knew that fact, I would be like, yeah, probably Danny knows where spider genitals are. If I had one guess, yeah, I'd say Danny knows where spider genitals are. Like you phone a friend and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and something about where spider genitals, I'd be like, I'd like to phone my friend Danny.
So anyway, they have fucking spider genitals.
Arm.
They have spider genitals in their arms, which makes you seriously consider that, like, Spider-Man is not the best person. What he's doing is awful. Like, I'm just throwing this one out there.
Spooging across the city.
Just spooging across the city. Like this is basically what he does.
I'll stop that guy. I'll come on him.
Yeah.
This is the real reason.
I've got a hard on for crime.
Come on, Spidey. You can just hold it. You can do it. As Spider-Man got older, he was unable to perform like he used to. He had to take Viagra to fight crime. Much like, Cosby did a lot of good. But
Yeah. By the way, this is the sound of us drinking your rum.
They're going to love that, Danny.
Yeah, I know.
You see all those spikes? Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, Jesus.
So, alright, things that we've learned today, right? Let's summarize this podcast.
All right.
It's like,
Number one, you just want to be on the team.
You just want to be on the team, yep. Number two, spider genitals
Spider genitals.
in your arms.
Spiders have genitals in their arms.
Mm-hmm.
Number three,
if you want us to defile anything within Jessie's room, please send us a message through Jessie Hainham likes to fuck mythical creatures at gmail.com. And the last one is...
don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Learn to dance. Get a hobby. Get a good mortgage by 25. Settle down. Have a kid. Marry for love, but also know that love comes and goes, and that it's just a sort of...
It's fleeting.
Love is fleeting, and don't get married to someone who will be there in the good times and the bad times.
Because after all, you're marrying three different people. You're marrying the person that you think you know, the person that they're going to become, and then the person that you're going to be unattracted to.
Yeah, and the person you're going to have to cheat on later to just, keep the feeling alive. Also, learn to surf. Surfing's pretty known to be... Is that an extreme sport? We talked about extreme sport.
I think it is an extreme sport, and I did watch a Disney film about penguin surfing. And apparently penguins are really good at surfing.
There's a Disney film?
I can't
keep up with shit.
So fucking white people step up your game. You need to be better at surfing. You've had it for a long time, and now fucking penguins are taking you fucking game.
Yeah, penguins. Actually, the most... penguins and zebras, they should be the symbol of race relations. The animals that aren't just black or white, they're both. And
do you think that there are any gay zebras?
Are there any gay zebras?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I
mean,
know a few.
Apart from has Jessie already met them?
Are you not on Zinder?
Zinder. Zinder.
Grebra?
That just sounds fucking German.
Gay zebra grinder?
Alright.
Grindr actually took off... this is true. They took off their you could have, like, race preference, I think. which that's a good step for race relations. Grindr took off the thing, so, you can get any kind of... is this still okay? I think...
So, this is going to be the last... No, actually, fucking next week we don't have Jessie.
Yeah, no Jessie. I'm fine with that. I'm a Jessie.
Seriously, all fucking Jessie does is fucking end up yelling something emphatically. Like, oh yeah, that's a fucking good idea.
Really, really... He gives us rum. and a place to do the podcast.
I mean, we
I
are going to
appreciate that.
continue doing that.
We're using his microphone. Oh, I might be getting new mic. We might be getting new microphones. The sound could get better. We're working on getting the quality better, guys.
Or worse, depending if we come on.
Or worse, yeah. Better, worse. I don't know. Is anyone listening?
It's all fucking Jessie shit. So like,
Back to gay zebra grinder. That's
gay zebras grinder.
That's what we really want to talk about.
I feel as though like you think about it, like 200 years ago, there would be fucking people from England that would go over to fucking Africa, and then they would go and try and shoot a number of fucking animals, and then put their fucking heads on the wall. Do you think Jessie does the same thing with animals?
He gets head. He gives them head on the wall. He gives animal his head on, against the wall.
I mean, I feel as though what he does is that he blows them, and then after he blows them, he ends up cutting off their members so that he can then put them up around his walls, which is...
Back that one in Indonesia.
I feel as though if we look under Jessie's bed, there's just going to be fucking animal penises everywhere.
The locals there, they prize albino rhinoceri. And I sucked one off in the Serengeti. The Serengeti in Indonesia.
That's exactly it. You fucking heard it first.
Yeah, no, this is... You like rum? I went through a phase of drinking a lot of rum.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
No, rum is
I go through phases with drinks. Go on, though.
No. Look, here's the thing. Right now, I'm on a fucking kick where I just drink nothing but gin and tonics. Right?
I drink nothing but other people's alcohol. I'm in a phase right now just drinking other people's drinks. Fuck. Yeah, I do the gin and tonics.
The gin and tonic, always... I do love a good gin and tonic. And so, like, I found a place on Taobao that sells me a bottle of fucking gin for 30 kwai.
Oh.
Which is like fucking $6.
You ever go to our friend Dan?
I did go to Dan.
I got one once.
But like the situation between me and Dan is that when me and Dan worked together, I was a bit of a piece of shit because I was trying to suck the EF cock. And like fucking get promoted and all that sort of shit. And then I don't think our relationship went that well. But like Dan is a fucking super dude. Like he's a gentleman and a scholar.
Dan's hilarious.
He is the man.
I love getting Dan on a tangent and just talking shit.
Dude,
he cracks me up.
I fucking miss that boy, man.
He's stuck outside right now.
I mean, dude, we need to get on the fucking mints. Actually, someone else who we need to get on the mints is fucking Steven. I was messaging him, and he's fucking delayed his fucking visa.
He had some sort of paperwork issue or something he was saying.
Some fucking shit, man. But like,
he was like, they found out that I murdered a man in 1986.
All right.
So it's a little extension.
So here's what I'm thinking: is that when fucking Steven gets fucking back, we get on the mints, right? Buy a bottle of booze. We'll go to fucking Commie. Which Commie is a bar that's in Chugong Miao, which is the center of Shenzhen.
The commune.
Commie. Commie, like, oh, I don't like him, he's a commie. Uh-huh. Like a fucking slur for someone who's communist. Yeah. So there's a bar called Commie, and they'll sell you bottles of beer, they'll sell you fucking bottles of gin, they'll sell you bottles of whiskey. Right? And you just fucking sit there in the afternoon, buy a bottle of fucking whiskey for 250 kwai for a bottle of Jameson's, which is a fucking good deal. And then we'll just fucking get blotto.
I might take a shit in Jesse's toilet.
Actually, it's a fucking good idea.
It's fun.
We'll fucking just splatter that shit. It's gonna look like fucking Jason Pollock.
Jackson Pollock.
Jason Pollock.
Jason Pollock was his retard brother, just shit on the canvas. He just splatter shitted on the canvas. Pretty good.
And then a vegan bought it.
And then he had his blue period. That was weird. He ate nothing but Smurfs.
And then he went through a fucking period of like fucking just red fucking diarrhea, and then he died of colon cancer.
Yeah. Give it up. So let's have one for Jason Pollock, everyone.
Jason Pollock, that's exactly it. So fucking, when that boy gets back, we need to fucking get on the mints, and then we'll come in and fucking do an episode of the Coscast with him.
Oh, I'm down for some Coscast. Hey guys, I don't know, it's 108. 108? I'm
fucking an hour and 8 minutes.
Hour and 8.
There you go, man. So fucking, alright, so we're gonna get Steven on the Coscast.
Steven's on the Coscast.
Steven's going to be on the Coscast. Who did you like that's been on the Coscast recently that you want us to get back? Because right now, It's me and James. I like James. Don't like him that much.
Well,
Kind of like him.
I'm the main. If this was a band, I would be the lead singer, also the lead guitarist, also the drummer and the bassist, and you would be the roadie. You would be the fluffer / roadie.
Don't fucking comment. Every single chance I get to fucking like not do the coscast, I'm like, I'll go off to this fucking random place. Oh shit! But like, no. All right, fucking write us in at fucking Jessie Hainham likes to blow mythical creatures
Tell
at
your
gmail.com.
We're
Tell
gonna
your
get better at
friends.
this. We're gonna get better, but you could be on the ground floor of something big.
All right, so we've got a bunch of listeners right now. We're fucking about to end the fucking podcast really soon. But before we fucking leave, right? We want everyone there out in fucking TV land to fucking write into us and be like, right, why do you hate Jessie? What fucking annoys you about Jessie? And what mythical creature do you want him to have sex with?
It doesn't. It doesn't have to be one thing. You give us a list of things that you don't like. Just the top 10 would do.
Because there's a lot of things, isn't there?
Dude, like, I am wearing his underwear right now. That's pretty fun. I just put on his clothes.
No, that's actually his girlfriend's.
Oh, yeah, it's nice. I'm liking that.
It's the satin.
How weird. He must have a foot fetish because he's like, you must take off your shoes when you enter my house. I'm going to take off my shoes anyway, but the fact that he's asking me, that's why I left my shoes on and I put them on his bed.
The entire time. Like, I feel as though the side of his bed is just going to smell like foot.
I took off my shoes and we put our shoes on his pillow. Anyways.
Actually, the thing is, I'm actually going to wear his fucking pillows as slippers.
I enjoyed the podcast today.
No, it was fucking good. It was fucking good. Alright, should we just drink more of your rum?
Alright, we're going to drink some more of Jesse's rum. We're going to jizz on a secret object. If you guess the object, you get to,
You get 5 awesome points.
Follow us on Twitter, and then if you guess the right object that we came on, we'll give you $100. That's good.
Yeah, no. I think that's a good way.
$100.
$100. But
Jesse will give you $100.
Actually, that's actually a good idea. I think Jesse's got too much money because he's like,
And
I'm working 2 jobs now. I can't fucking do anything.
Yeah, this guy went from no job to 2 jobs.
It's fucking hell.
Two-job
What a
Jesse.
fucking pansy. He's like, now I actually have to work for money. So now I'm going to fucking complain every fucking 5 minutes. Fucking grow a penis.
And then he goes out of town. No, he's on vacation.
And he goes out of fucking town. He's like, fucking life is so fucking difficult for me. Dude, you're a fucking pansy.
Anyways, yeah, Coscast. Thanks for listening, guys. Stay on the team. Don't do drugs. Hey, it's better to be on the field than off the field. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, bye, motherfuckers.